A circle is a paradox. No beginning, no end, but bounded.
Okay, so what do we think? Is this a good argument? Is this a good argument?
I think his argument is just conflating two different things. It's a logical fallacy when he says,
I think it matters.
Well, let's find it and see.
No, I just don't think it matters if it is a good argument.
Ah. Philosophers have a habit of this. It's part of the work of philosophy.
Philosophy isn't about arguments.
Let's try and keep on topic.
People don't believe things because of arguments.
There may be a meta-theoretical discussion to be had here, but it's not central to our topic today.
I just don't understand why we're being so clinical, so antiseptic. I mean, who cares if the logic's flawed? People aren't logical and nobody thinks anything because it's logical. They think it because they want to.
Our topic today is the philosophy of dignity and morality.
This isn't philosophy.
Pardon me?
Philosophy is about questioning stuff, right? And we ain't questioning jack fucking shit. Not really. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Did anyone else have any thoughts? What about this claim that...
I'm not sorry. Philosophers should swear. And shout and laugh and cry and dance and just fuck...
Well, what? Did he kick you off the course?
Oh, no, just I need to debate more generously.
Doesn't play well with others.
I guess.
Do not feed.
Sorry, were you in there?
Oh, daisy chain.
What?
Like daisy chain? Like daisy chain.
That sounds made up.
Everything's made up. I liked what you said in there.
Oh, thanks. I mean, I didn't really say anything, but...
Well, you tried.
I guess.
I bet you find
Communist Party of Britain, Communist Party of Great Britain, Communist Party of Great Britain Provisional Central Committee, and a few others. Yeah. I don't know, it all got a bit boring. Yeah, and handsy. And bleak. Like the last thing I went to, right, 3 grey men on stage, 3 in the audience, and then this crunchy nut motherfucker just droning on and on about how David Harvey was right all along.
Irrelevant.
And proud.
You can't lose if you don't play.
They've actually.
Bugs in amber.
Right?
So fuck them. Listen, I'm with this
Hey
group.
guys, do you have a second to take a stand? We're collecting signatures against Darius Apostolides' rally next week.
Who?
Darius Apostolides. He's just the worst, seriously. Sexist, racist, transphobic, homophobic.
Wait, isn't he gay?
Yeah, but sometimes the oppressed can internalize oppressive power structures. People don't always know what's best for them.
I don't know, I guess I thought things would be different here. But everything is just so... The world is on fire. And everybody's gone insane, and the forces of evil are marching the streets. They're waving fucking tiki torches, and we're just carrying on like petitions or protests or votes are going to stop that. Everyone's just... It's not like I'm any better. Selling out with every sip.
I don't know. It's system is our mere existence. This idea, if you hate capitalism so much, why do you eat food and wear clothes? It misses the point. Either you're a hypocrite or you're an arsehole. There's no ethical living. Not here. Not now.
Guilty system recognises her innocence.
Do you want to be?
Innocent?
Better.
What do you mean?
I'm with this group. You'd like what we do.
And what's that?
Get shit done.
Antifa?
They wish.
When do you meet?
Tonight.
Not work.
When did you get off?
I usually.
What?
It depends. Late.
Okay, give me your phone. When you change your mind.
There's no point arguing with these people. They've made up their minds.
Think black people are criminals?
No. This is what I'm trying to talk about. Nobody listens to anybody anymore. That's not what I said. I said that most violent crime in the hate speech. That dead horse.
I heard.
All politics is hate speech. Politics without hate is just dishonest, which is precisely what this regressive left are doing. You had a panic attack because of a pronoun, please.
Got a problem with black people, you're a racist. You might not be able to admit it to my face.
Far left ideological being thrown down your face in the moment, and you're just not seeing that this problem is not related to you. They peddle this narrative of victimhood without acknowledging the envy, the malice, the hate at the core of their beliefs.
How you're talking, and see if something will happen to you.
Now
You might get your throat
like a
fucking
threat to
slit.
me. That sounds like
It's not a threat, it's
violence
fact.
inhabiting the system. This is the typical leftist attitude. All this censorship, rioting, violence. This isn't about social justice. It's about revenge. There's no point. No point.
And that is the difference. The necessary difference. Class is always differentially negative.
While a positive, non-oppressive identity can be constructed around, say, womanhood.
Blackness, queerness, and so on. To be working class, we'll always need one thing.
To be afflicted. To be
afflicted. To be afflicted. To be afflicted.
To be deprived. To have less. To be.
Lola? Jack?
Knife.
What? Jackknife.
Right. Working class pride is counter-revolutionary.
We're not here to...
The Lola.
I don't know.
Well, it's an inarticulable pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I can see that.
We are not here to speak for the working class.
Instead of... We're not here to represent them. Replace them.
We despise all classes equally and wish to see them abolished.
Sit.
Yeah, please.
Do you want anything to drink?
Sure, whatever you have.
One more table coming up.
Are you celebrating? Don't believe a word he's saying. This boy has the devil in him.
Lola, this is
Scarlet. Let me guess. Fever? Well, welcome, Lola. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
We're all so glad you can make it. Daisy speaks so highly of you.
Yeah? I mean, we literally met today.
She gets people.
What we do has to shock to be effective. Shocking people is getting harder and harder. There's an arms race on to crack the cynicism.
People are cynical because they're powerless.
Under capitalism, yes, most of them are. But they still see it as the natural order of things, the best, worst option. They can't help it.
Easier to imagine the end of the world.
Exactly. So that's what we have to show them. A real shock. A rupture in the natural order. A sign that things can be different.
What the fuck is that?
What does it look like?
It looks like a fire hazard. Is that?
Why do you have a shrine to Darius the Apostolides in your basement? Are you secretly a cunt?
Shrine is maybe the right word. Wrong preposition, though.
What?
He's our next target.
What are you going to do?
Hurt him. See, the small signs are like elements. Each has a simple meaning, an intention, really, that he'll be unlucky, disreputable, that kind of thing. Then they're bound together, here, see, like a molecule, nodes in a structure, a network that is itself inlaid with various charms for solidity and endurance to fuse the elements together. The sequence distills a broad vector of possibility into something concrete, potent, all arranged in a circle, channeling into this central glyph. The candles and vapours and things are targeting directions. They specify time, space, etc. But this is the heart of it. Hence the circle. Circles are good for any spell, but especially one...
Spell?
Yeah.
Magic spells?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No.
Is this for YouTube? Like, where are the cameras?
No cameras. Just you, me, and the truth.
Come on. You seriously believe in this?
I don't have to believe it. It works.
So what? You scribble on your furniture, you light some candles, you fuck your deposit, and what? He turns into a rabbit.
Rabbits come out of hats.
What hat?
You're thinking of frogs.
Bullshit. No, if it doesn't make sense. If it worked, people would know about it. They'd use it.
What makes you think they don't? What makes you think they aren't? Look around. Does this really seem like a world run by sense? I know you feel it. This air. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not paranoia. You are being lied to. You are being watched. You are being manipulated. And this is how we fight back.
How does it work?
Willpower. Collective willpower.
And so then again, it's this idea of connection. Dignity means being connected. Having dignity is a matter of being connected as a member of the moral community, as occupying a node in the network of relations, which determine or determines your role or roles, which is or are composed in turn by a set or sets of basic rights and responsibilities. Okay. Any questions before we move on? Okay. So, being a member of the moral community, what do we think? Well, if you turn to page of the handout, two. Okay, so here we have an argument. Gregory Blastov's rights to be sincere, reliable, fair, kind, tolerant, unintrusive, modest in my relationship with my fellows is not Julian because they have made brilliant or even passing grades.
I'm sorry. I should have
But
known.
simply because they happen to be
We
fellow
talked about
members
bringing
of
you
the
people
moral
in, but
community. It is not necessary to add members in
Jack
good
is an
standing.
arsehole, but
The
he's
moral
not full of
community
shit.
is not a club from which members will be dropped for delinquency. Our morality
it's
does
real.
not provide
I promise you,
for moral
it works.
outcasts or half-castes. It does provide
Come with me.
for punishment.
10 minutes, I promise.
But this takes
After that,
place
you don't
within the
believe me.
moral
You'll never see me
community,
again.
and under
I'll leave
its
you alone.
rules, here then, as in the single-status political community, we acknowledge personal rights which are not proportioned to merit.
When 1,000 people rallied against the approach of a country.
Fascist, sexist, transphobic, troll.
We will not tolerate racism or sexism or hate crimes and violence. You're not welcome on your personality.
The fact is, they can't make the argument. You've seen they can't. They're out there waving their little flags, throwing their toys out of the pram because, oh no, somebody I disagree with is talking. And I'm ensconced here in this bloody gilded nook. All because a bunch of mewling losers can't back up their claims without violence. But that's the point. They can't make the argument rationally because of the poverty of the argument. And that's how you judge it, because that is what an argument is. Rigor. Clarity. And so on. All the things you need to be able to say, here is a good reason for me to take away your rights, your voice, your freedom. It's utterly self-defeating. Utterly self-defeating, and that is why. To answer your question, I think yes, those kinds of relationships can be justified. Next.
Thank you. But don't you think people might say, some people might say, that there's an inherent power imbalance in some relationships that makes them, if not immoral, perhaps?
Well, first of all, let me just say that nobody has more respect for the powerless than me. I love those guys. They're all so grateful. But having said that, Dusty in here. Close your legs, feminists. Oh, it was a joke. Honestly, I think this whole thing is just patronising. These people are adults. They can make their own choices. Oh, and if they're the wrong choices, well, they're adults. They can live with the consequence.
Lucy, get out!
Oh.
You could have stayed home, just cried and cussed. May or your guns go off if it's time to bust. May or their tanks have time to rust. They got the armies turning bullets into gold. They got the hookers turning tricks into cold. And every time the police kicks in the dough, an angel gas breaks dips in the O. And even if a D-boy flips in my O, it ain't enough to buy shit anymore. Sleep in the doorway, piss on the floor. Look in the sky, wait for missiles to show. It's finna blow, cause they got the TV, we got the truth. They own the judges and we got the proof. We got hella people, they got helicopters, they got the bombs, and we got the guillotine. We got the guillotine, you better run. We got the guillotine. We got the guillotine, you better run. We got the guillotine. We got the guillotine, you better run. We got the guillotine. We got the guillotine, you better run. Talk about it, I show. Be about it, I know. Talk about it, I show. Be about it, I know. I just spit the dope lines, I don't snort them. Tell the boss to call police to escort them. You don't write out them lines, you just quote them. Get offline, plug into this modem. No, you can't outvote them, the rules are still golden. On the jewels we holdin', if we guardin' our scrotum. If you press the ear to the turf that is stolen, you can hear the sound of limitations exploding. Please, sir, may we have another portion? We're children of the beast that dodge the abortion. Neck placed firm between the floor and the portion. When shut your shit down, don't call it extortion. Caution, we're coming for your head. So call the feds and get files to shred. Every textbook read said bring you the bread, but guess what, we got you instead. We got the guillotine. We got the guillotine.